the Town of Eastham's Visitor Tourism and Promotion Services Board meeting. It's August 28th, 2023. It's 3:36, and we proceed with this meeting, the hybrid meeting offering in-person and remote participation. We're meeting at Eastham Town Hall, and it's being recorded for future rebroadcast and posted to the on-demand on the town website, eastham-ma.gov. In attendance, myself, Jim Russo, Chair. We have Bonnie Nuendo, our Secretary, Faith Casarella, Kathy Bennell, and Kate Paradise. We can proceed with reviewing the minutes from the July 24th, 2023 meeting.
I move to accept the minutes as printed.
I second the motion. You, right?
Faith and Kathy.
Okay, thank you.
Kate.
Yeah, Kate. So, it's not. Moving on to summer conference. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That's okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous. Thank you. With this. Moving on to summer concerts. Anything happening there? I have
one.
I have
two ones.
I have a note that, when I was listening to the Porch Party Mamas last week, the vocals.
That's why we need Chris.
The vocals, it's not Chris. Chris just needs to tell the guy, or we need to tell the guy, raise the phone. I don't know who it was. I didn't see.
His name is Brian, and I could have gotten up out of my chair. Not easily, but
Yeah.
I could have gone over to
See,
say,
usually, I know that normal, Chris is on top.
right,
He's like
he's
constantly
out
on
in
it,
the audience, is
but,
checking the sound, yeah.
I think you need to contact Chris. And if he's not there tonight, and he probably isn't.
He might be there next week, he said.
That doesn't do us any good tonight, but I'd tell the kid that.
Yeah.
We need to, everybody needs to hear it.
Mhm.
Not the audience.
Yeah, and it's hard to hear Bonnie too, or anybody making
Yeah.
announcements. It's
Hey,
very
yeah.
hard.
So
No, that's why I yelled out last week. I
That's
said louder. I literally couldn't hear you.
I thought you were ahead.
And we couldn't hear you, Jim, either,
Yeah,
that week that you were there. And when we did it.
nobody could hear us.
Okay.
And I think different microphones seem to have different strengths. That's what it seems to me for different.
It's all
instruments. It's like
adjustable.
whoever's controlling them.
They need to
Yes.
be attentive.
Right.
And
Yes.
they need to know whether the audience can hear it on the.
Or-
And we
or-
don't need to, we
or-
don't need actually to problem solve it. That should be.
But also,
Chris.
if there is a microphone that's stronger than the others, that should be the one that the person speaks from,
I'm
right?
not the engineer, so I don't really care.
Not,
My feeling
Chris's
that
job.
they're an engineer, we're paying for them to do it. Do it.
right.
And maybe Bonnie tonight, if maybe somebody could just raise a finger like louder, and that way. you could- It sounds like the person is a youngster who has really good hearing, and they have to remember that some nice don't.
He's been there for every concert, so he should have. a grasp by now.
Yeah.
I will talk to Chris and I'll talk to Brian tonight before the concert.
Right.
The vocals.
Maybe Lee's doing it.
Oh,
The
okay,
kid set up one day, but then Lee came.
Ah.
I think his name is.
yeah.
Yes, it is.
Did we
Yes.
like the
Yes.
Porch Party Mamas?
Yes.
Yes.
Good, because I had
Yes.
I had a criticism by a very outspoken friend of mine, and
Oh,
I disagreed with
Very
her.
Oh,
I disagreed with her. I thought they were good.
I thought they were good. Very
It's like
good
something you'd
energy.
hear at an Iowa country fair.
And the question would be, what's wrong with that?
Uh-huh. That's what I said to her. I wrote back to her and I said, not everyone is as tired of Iowa country. She's from Iowa country
Oh.
fairs as you would be.
And then we had talked about Moselle Andrews, who sang at the last, the Cape Cod, the Cape Symphony. At the seashore, and she was really good. She does the song, the standards, the American Songbook.
So what
So
would
that
she
would be a
need to
change.
accompany her, do you
Oh.
think?
Good question.
But she, she probably performs on a regular basis. And she probably has somebody that,
And
you
she's
know,
from Eastham.
some sort of.
Cool.
company-
Oh, sure, she has
Yes, she
something
is.
that she brings with her.
No, I can only assume. I mean,
Marshall,
Moselle.
Moselle.
You know, if you want a job that you're gonna drink, oh, but you're gonna give me the
Andrew
piano
Lott,
player, it's like,
DRULLT.
Of course. Okay, sounds great.
Okay.
That would be nice. I was sorry I missed that. But
What?
again, I was
Which one?
The symphony.
Oh, I know. I just didn't have the whatever.
It was mom.
It was gonna be mock.
It always is.
You can go over or sit right on the bench.
Anything else on the concerts?
I
No,
don't know.
except to thank you to Bonnie.
Yes.
You know, I love it.
Yes, it's
I
your
really
thing.
love it, except for the questions, the weather questions,
Oh.
And I already looked and
You
next week
already-
looks okay.
That's always gonna be. Hey, but the good thing, with all the rain, we've
Yeah.
had more rain than ever. Last year was a drought, it was a drought summer, and we had three.
That's right.
This year,
This year,
one.
Next,
Right, just
Monday, Hurricane Xander. Category 4, batten down hatches.
Is it on, oh, it's in East Channel?
No, just over the
Already
just
in
over the green.
How did you get to see so fast?
That's why I said
X.
X,
yes.
Xander.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I'm just teasing.
No, oh, were you really? It really didn't say that? Did you ever say that? No.
No.
Bonnie, you fell for it.
Book, line and sinker. Exactly.
An innocent soul.
All right.
Anything else in concerts?
I don't know if
Sir.
this counts or does it have to go under budget
Is it
items?
concert?
It's the bug spray that I bought. For the concerts. I thought maybe it was,
Hospitality.
Yeah.
Welcome
If
to
it's
have
for the
some bug
concert,
spray.
yeah, that's fine.
Have some DDT.
at $7.55 a piece and I got
It
a
was
break
so
because I
needed.
had a coupon. Yeah,
It
people
really
were
was,
very
and I was-
appreciative. So I'll submit that to the town if you're okay.
Well, it's not with my okay, it's.
Oh,
We have to.
with
You want to
your
take a
okay.
vote?
What you can do is say, I spent this money, blah, 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 I'd like to make a motion that
Okay.
we approve this with payment.
Okay. I spent, I'm trying to see where the total is, but it was $7.55 a piece and there were 10 of them. So
75.
subtotal 80.25.
Plus tax.
80-25.
80-25.
Mhm. Yeah, I bought that and I think that
So,
they still got all
I-
of them and maybe for next year.
Do
Yeah.
we need a motion to reimburse you for the bug spray?
That's what you just made. a motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right, okay. Bug spray.
And all in favor,
I.
unanimous.
All right.
That was so good that you did that, Bonnie.
Well, I just thought, I've seen it at other concerts. It wasn't an original idea. I've seen people have bug
Well,
spray
we're
right up on
friends.
the stage. Thank you very much. Okay. Unanimous, okay. Any other comments about any other events since our last meeting?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Moving on,
Mhm.
Napa Beach Stand, we all have a copy now.
Yep. So should we put in the minutes that for next year, we're going to put the version or put a identifier on the map? The next
Yes.
printing will have an identifier with a date.
For example, using a date.
Use
Oh.
the date.
Yeah. that
Well,
Jim
not-
White had the place that we could.
Like
put
next to
year.
the copyright.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait,
Just
you
don't
want
put-
the date? I thought we wouldn't want it because we want to keep it going.
right,
We do.
but an
It's-
identifier.
But if it's a
A
reprint,
copyright, so that we know it can be a copyright distinction with Thomas 2023.
Okay.
The next one
Okay.
might be 2000, but otherwise we have no way of either that. But, we should do that anyway, or change this band
To a
to a
different
different
color.
color. Mhm.
I like the copyright date.
I
better.
do too.
I think that's easy, and then there's less messing around with it.
And it could
What do
be
you-
the copyright for 2024, maybe V1, V2.
Hopefully, we won't have to redo it in 24, right?
hope not.
These should last us a few
Every
years.
mistake between now and whatever.
So this one does not have a copyright date. but one of
It
them-
doesn't have,
next
it
year.
doesn't.
And add it.
But
We
I'm
need
sure
to make a
some-
motion.
We just, no, we just need to identify.
Sounds good.
Either that or we look for the misspelling of a certain street to know the difference.
That's, that's kind of like.
Onto budget items.
Yeah. Mhm.
Actually, I put my notes, down under decor and lighting, but the, lights for the solar, string lights. For Fat Albert. Came to 85.74.
I think you've got a pretty good deal if they hold out or that number.
It was, well, that's what was used.
Good.
Now, I'm concerned that
It's
it's-
there.
it's the, So I'd like to make a motion that we approve that 85.74 for payment. Seconded.
Okay.
Second.
Shall we vote?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, it's unanimous.
And just one comment, Jim, they look great.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
That Albert looks great.
Well, my eyes open when I've driven by there at night. I don't know what happens. I get.
You close your eyes. She
I've
closes
done
her eyes.
with
fall
that.
out.
Albert used to be fatter.
It's odd for me to be out after dark, and the two times that I was, I missed it.
So I'd like to see.
It
um,
looks good.
Do you want? Or at some point, we need to address the, that beach shack, the. I can't
Oh,
remember what they-
yes, the village, the Santa's Village
Yeah,
at tea
but if
time.
that is, would you want lights like that, because they're solar, if we have good weather, they still be lit.
Yeah.
If it's bad.
Who knows?
The beacon
But
of
we
the storm.
But I assume that we get a couple of days before to decorate, so that they have plenty of time to charge.
Twinkling, yes. How about somebody dresses up and says, oh no, there already is a
I'm just
Santa.
working on
We're
the
talking about.
So my-
Lights,
my question
celebrities.
is,
We could dress you up.
if you want them, shall I order more of these lights?
Yes.
Yes, can never have
Yes.
too many lights.
Does it take a while to get them?
I
They're
don't
on
know-
sale.
I don't know.
Oh, they're
if
on sale
they
right now?
were. I
Oh,
don't know the
I see.
availability. And especially with the company I was dealing with, I don't know how they work.
okay.
We
It's
can
that-
get them in.
It's that, it's that Tim.
Yeah. Yeah,
The-
my granddaughter sent me, whatever, a message or something. Would you like to support me in here by buying such and such amount of food, items from here? From Temu or whatever. And I went through the catalog and I went through more and more online, and then I saw all these, joint holders and pipes and all that
You
kind of
name it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought, well, was that really good for the 10-year-old kids? I don't know, but I didn't order anything.
21.
Oh, never mind. I didn't order.
Do we want white lights or do we want colored lights for
This
this?
is both.
Both,
Oh, it is.
ideal,
This-
ideal.
This,
He said
Yes.
it's gonna change.
so this
For
has,
that out,
this
the
has-
need will also be the
this
same.
has a button for. An on,
Oh,
and
Perfect,
it has
That
a
is
button for
perfect.
6 different.
perfect.
So during the awareness in January for, is it not Alzheimer's awareness, but the,
No.
you can have the blue lights? No?
No.
Okay,
This,
that's
if
an
you
exact.
let me finish. You can have either white or you can have multi.
No.
We said multicolor, I went
Yeah, not
to
your
a
choice of
rainbow.
colors. Yeah,
Okay.
it is a ring.
Oh,
Now, I've been told that there are some that will do that. But I haven't seen them, but because these were so inexpensive. And
It
me
makes
was pinching pins,
No, it makes
I
sense.
jumped on.
Yeah, no,
let's
let's not
see how,
go there.
let's see how they.
And
hold
I
up.
was just glad
It's great, yeah.
that they worked out, so I wish I had done something myself.
I'm going to be Richard Lane, the cul-de-sac.
You're gonna put them,
Okay.
put it in your house?
Have a law compass.
Like Andy does
I
next door?
don't get it.
I think so too.
You can see.
I
it from
think that's
the
what-
house.
Andy has
No.
green light bulbs in his table lamps, and it's just right.
I love this.
All righty,
Sounds great. Good.
yeah.
Banners, anything happening with banners?
Not until after we get through this
Okay.
stuff.
Um. And, oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over the holiday plans. Do we have anything there? Kind of already.
Right.
signed.
Didn't you say we're gonna talk about it in October?
Yes, I thought we had tabled it.
October,
Yes.
October
Yes.
discussion.
We did this.
So
yes.
there we go.
Okay, next.
I ask every month, I can't miss, wait till I ask next month.
And then you'll forget in October. and we will have 3 months.
Yes. It'll keep appearing in the notes. And if that happens.
I know. And to us, it's like every month.
Kate, you said, after the stuff, you mean the concerts or?
Yeah, after we just sort of get settled in, and I'm not here in September, so we can table that till October too.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think you can call for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's expecting a call in September. And I'll just shoot her. and we can-
Okay.
Okay, new business, so. There's been a thing running around about, Monopoly, the Cape Cod edition. And they sent things out to everybody. And I immediately got some, responses from citizens saying, oh, I think we should have the, this or that, whatever. And we definitely should be on. It's expensive. So I heard all different kinds of prices and I contact, and all the other chambers are, some of them had heard, some of them were doing things. Radu from Provincetown sent in like 27 landmarks that he thought was relevant.
These good
The-
spaces to land
just
on.
use it. But the thing is that the company wants, they want something from every town. Now, there's a lot of spaces, but there's 15 towns. And maybe even I never even got to talking about that. But the thing is that they want to see things from, and it's not necessarily a landmark, but in most cases a landmark. So I finally got through to somebody. And because I had sent and said, I'd like to hear, still nothing. Then finally somebody contacted me, a PR agency. And they said, okay, I'll set this up and you can talk to this person that's in charge from the company. So I did, chatted for a long time. Actually, Thursday while I was traveling. And it was quite interesting, and he found out a lot that he had no idea of. Such as First Encounter Beach, and it's, and he goes, oh, wow, that's really something. And I was talking about the lighthouse and stressing its relevance, that, and the thing that would be, that he likes the most was when I said, "Look, that's the exact same one that's on the Cape Cod potato chips, which is a national thing." He goes, really? I said, they even paid to paint it. Well, I don't know if they did this last time, but I know that they did in the past. And he goes, oh, that's really remarkable. I talked about the oldest mill and it's still running and operating. So we, the Penniman House, we had a lot of things.
Seashore.
In Fort Hill.
And Fort Hill, yeah.
So we have a lot.
Gateway to the seashore.
And so he really didn't want to get into the money. Yet I know people have talked to him about money. It actually. And the people that we're talking to our, it's a private business here in Easton.
Oh, in
That it had a conversation. And, and they started out with, well, it's like $7,500 per year, but then it was like, well, you know, got down and it could be cheaper, and and you pay for 3 years, and after that, you don't pay anymore. But it stays on the road forever, for as long as they produce.
22,500.
Pardon me?
22,500.
Yeah. Good.
How many spaces are on it now?
How many spaces are on the Monopoly board?
How many spaces?
Yeah, because you're,
There might
you're-
be,
Miles. I've seen.
It's 10 from corner to corner, so yeah,
Okay, yeah.
10%, so 40. Okay. So. It's just, it was interesting, they didn't see a lot from the application. And then you told, I said, well, we have an awful lot to offer, because it's getting, Falmouth and all these other places, but that's, that's where they started, so.
Yeah.
And East Cam's gonna have something, who knows what, but he was saying, based on the nonprofit and all this, and plus certain proceeds will go towards nonprofits, maybe like the, he said capabilities. And I said,
Oh.
well, I said, that's nice. I said, they happen to be a member. I happen to be a big
He
fan.
knows
I
about
think that's great.
capabilities. Yeah.
So he could be in anywhere, but the fact of the matter is that, I just wanted him to know that there are others that are pretty much Cape wide.
Yeah.
Cape Cod Children's Place
Mhm.
has incredible programs that probably do more for a broader range of people than just capabilities does. And, they're up in Yarmouth, they're spread a lot across, they probably don't do much in Sandwich and Falmouth and Mashpee, but that's only a matter of time before they do, because of the services they offer. But I wouldn't be surprised if in a certain amount of time that they'll be able to expand their program.
So the board consists of 40 squares containing 28 properties, 3 chants, 2 community chests, luxury tax, income tax, go to jail, free parking, and go and jail, and then go to jail and free parking.
Orleans jailhouse. We'll get one.
Yeah, you did.
Or the courthouse.
Mhm. That's right, that's in order.
Is that inclusive in the 40? Or is that in addition?
Just 23 spaces.
Containing, 40 containing. So you don't land on all of, well, I think you really land on all of them, but the thing is how are they gonna, they would have to figure out, we don't problem solve it, but how are they gonna divide the squares among the different towns? Because it's like you just said, some of the towns on towards the bridge don't have the history and the wonderful.
But my instinct tells me there's gonna be a lot of competitiveness to get on this board, and that, I
Not
don't
really.
think so,
But
but
not, it's a ton of money.
I-
It sounds like it's, wow.
Well, he also said, with, working with certain, nonprofits, maybe there's no check. And I said, well, actually, the Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit.
Yeah.
He said, oh, I didn't know.
It gave
So
us
maybe
stuff
the
to think about.
chambers decide.
Who knows
sort
what
of
he knows and
what's
what he
gonna-
doesn't.
that's
He's
right.
Just gather information.
I always think
And
if
so
we,
he really was reluctant to give me any
Much.
prices because he wants to see from me, okay, what are your suggestions for East Hampton? That's what he wants.
And what are you willing to pay?
My concern, because I said to him, I said, you're asking for this. And I said, if you're looking for this money, I said, you must have dealt with towns or municipalities in the past. I mean,
there are unique
And I
monopoly
said, so
boards.
if you're gonna be, if you're doing something like this, it isn't like we can just say, oh, sure. Here's 7,500,
Mhm.
There's one,
3,500.
there's one at
you know,
Manhattan.
Or even 1,500. You know, I won't have it until we can vote on it.
Exactly.
And who's to say, and then now it's up to a board.
Right.
I said, so, you know, we
not easy.
need a great deal of time to get us into a budget and whatever.
And Provincetown, like you just said, is gonna want to have a ton of stuff, and Churros go behind the
All
line.
15 towns.
So,
But I think that I'm wondering
Tons.
if we
Actually, I
should
It's 4 or 5.
think about
Editions of that.
adding
Ever read some.
$3,500 to our budget
In
Wow,
case.
no idea.
in the event of.
Mhm.
And if we use the funds, we don't give, if the town grants it,
Right.
but,
Right.
but in order to prepare ourselves, maybe that's what we should do.
And why are you saying 3,500 instead of 2,500?
Because I never heard a number for 25.
2,500, you said,
I didn't say.
once a year. Oh, no, 7,500. Okay, I was
I
thinking
said
in
I
total
heard
75.
up to.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
write rumors. You don't have to,
Okay.
no one needs all this.
Okay,
I think that they want one.
okay.
and maybe what they will end up doing is Outer Cape monopoly. Chatham's gonna want their own.
That's
Well, you know,
So,
Wonder if
but,
they already
but,
have.
well,
okay,
K-Town's gonna
if I
want their
can
own.
bring this back to this so that I can, in
Yes.
the meeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is about the Cape Cod edition, which is all 15 towns.
Okay.
Your Chatham's gonna put their Ocean State job lot right on their page.
So Jim, just go back to the beginning, is this a public relations? Individual that's representing,
That's who first contacted me, and then they put me in charge with like a project manager, and I don't even know if he's with, is it Hasbro or whatever?
the game.
And I know Milton Brad,
Yeah, that's. what-
and I don't even know if he actually works for them.
I get-
or
okay.
He's the firm that is been
it's just-
hired to put that together. He got the PR company to reach out to.
Years ago, we had a guy drive by our place, stop in, and he does Cape Cod jigsaw puzzles
Oh.
in a box, right? And he said, in our new edition, we will put your business on the map. If you give us, I don't remember how much, and we'll, give the name and everything. It was a mess, this thing. We gave him the money. He published it. I mean, you can barely read Anchorage on the Cove, it's, but he also wangled for himself a free stay. That was part of the thing, but he never claimed it.
Oh,
But you just have to be careful because,
they're out there.
they're out there. Yeah. But there is a jigsaw puzzle, Cape Cod.
As separate aside, you can have jigsaw puzzles made very inexpensively,
Right.
apparently for like $10 a piece. $5.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot piece, but you could do like Nos Light, you
Yeah.
could do the.
Yeah.
So
Anything.
isn't it Vistaprint that does that, or?
There's a bunch of companies
This
that
is,
do them.
this was. a-
That would be great for the information booth for sales.
This was a local company that they were talking.
That'd be great.
Somebody.
What's the really famous jigsaw puzzle company that makes Ravensburger?
Oh,
Get them
yes,
To do it, those beautiful East Ham,
big, huge,
1,000 pieces.
1,000.
Oh, dear. I put jigsaw puzzles online. I do 63 pieces. Because I can.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
Yes.
So. Could we consider? Or should we ask, should we consider asking, putting in our budget X amount of dollars to, you can only do it for 1 year at a time.
Right.
With the town, but if this is something that we'd like to do, and actually, one of the people that had contacted me had already contacted town hall. They passed it to me.
But it's a good reason, it's a concrete reason to ask for more money. It's-
Absolutely.
It's not
A
some
shared
big sort of a
tax.
thing, yeah.
that way, yeah. But do we have enough information put that in as a budget line item? I'm just thinking
We have a little
about,
time.
I'm concerned about that, but no one at this table that I know has had a conversation with Jackie Beebe about that.
no, and whatever, I'm probably over my skis in the sense that I'm thinking about town meeting and someone standing up and just having a meltdown about, you know,
Monopoly game.
using the money for blah, 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 when we could be using the money for blah, blah, blah. I just don't want you to get lambasted. I think,
You know what? To land-based me or something like that, you just picked the wrong word in the wrong person. Maybe you'd get upset with it. I'd tell the person that it's, and just throwing this up, you can say yes or no. I don't have to defend it. Town sent it to me thinking that maybe it's something that should be
I
considered.
love the idea. I love it too.
And if it's good PR, if it's good PR for the people, if it fits what we're doing here, then why wouldn't we put it in? Not these people don't necessarily go to the concerts and they give us thousands of dollars to do that.
Right.
So you can't please all the people.
No,
all
of
the
course
time.
not.
The
I
kids.
just,
So-
Yes,
Right in the info booth.
and we buy some and we make some money off. it.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sure that there are other businesses in town that would be willing to sell.
Mhm.
You know,
Hardware
Three
store.
Sisters or
Mhm.
something like that.
And even in the information booth.
And the information.
well, the Subaru might have them on the shelf too.
Mhm.
I mean, there's
Knows what
definitely
happens.
possibilities.
Sounds great.
We work on the budget in January. Is that when we start?
Okay, so we'll conversation after Christmas.
That's fine, maybe have more information.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
I love the
Interesting,
idea.
Well, it's
Smart,
remarkable the
fun
number
thing
of
to do.
people that had heard about because it's in the paper and
Oh,
everything else. And it's
kidding? I just
and
didn't see that.
I would love a Cape Cod Trivial Pursuit.
Okay, but let's stick to this.
There is one,
There
it's
is
a
one.
deck of cards. Yeah.
There is one.
Stay on topic.
Did I zone out during our discussion of budget items?
Yeah, we went over it for 20 minutes. Where'd you go?
Easily.
You were writing.
We
stuff
actually
down.
I
had
was-
quite a battle over it.
I really did zone out.
You
Things were
really
thrown.
are on your cruise already.
Kate stuck an elbow in my side.
We almost had to call for the,
You good?
gendarme.
You good?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we have anything else? Any other new business, things that we consider, thoughts, ideas, anything?
I don't think so.
Motion to adjourn?
Can I just say one thing, that maybe at the end of every summer concert series, we discuss the groups that we really liked.
Okay.
And we think about
Yeah.
carrying them over for next year, and then the slots that are open. We can, you know.
I've already got a list in my head that will
Ah.
fill all the slots, but
Okay.
we could all
Do
make that
it
discussion.
It would be,
Yes.
yeah, while it's fresh.
Yeah, I'd very much like to get the
After
Grab
we
Brothers
get-
back,
You do a debrief anyway, don't you?
That would be great.
Yeah.
That one.
but I don't know if they will, but we're
Yeah.
kind of friends.
Well,
right?
still,
Yeah, because you've already raised up one group that sounds like.
But
You know,
that-
and people who are negative tend to be more present. And so it's really good that you asked for a consensus because. Well, you're never gonna, Jim just said it, you're never gonna please everybody, so.
They went wild over making.
Yeah, I heard. Oh, I wish I'd seen them.
So I said, you know.
Yeah,
can we-
they were
oh,
good.
I'd love to, but that doesn't mean.
Right.
But
Right. I think I tell them that when we
Continues,
send a
Because I
letter.
know that one of the boys is going to St. Michael's this year, so I wonder if they're going to continue.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
it's
Summertime, maybe
I know Nikki is older.
they might be out for summertime, out of school.
Also.
and so July 4th next year is a Thursday. We can do the Navy band again, maybe.
And look at Liam,
Now,
How many bands has he played?
oh, I know, I
Like,
know.
And,
And his voice was
you know, so there,
perfect for
so
Sarah
there are
Swain
people, you know,
songs.
like,
Wasn't it perfect? I thought they were great.
Oh,
They were,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Absolutely. And he does, he has the right voice for the kind of rockabilly stuff that he was doing. It just sounds like Levon Helm or something. right? It's good.
Yes.
Been in so many groups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And all good.
it's, both times that I saw the Rip It Ups this summer, he was, I think he was there. You played with Sarah.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
plays with her.
Yeah.
I'm like. how
He
did-
played with Chandler for a bit.
Why
Now
does
we
he
got
do
Ricky back.
this?
I know. You can't be in two
He
places
loves
at
it,
the
I
same
guess.
time.
Oh, you're talking about Chandler Travis?
Yeah,
And the
Chandler.
Philharmonic.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, yes. To the upper class sex song, the You're Really a Perv group. I'm leaving my pants on. That
This
was
is
one-
Chandler's album.
That was Woof Woof Meow.
Oh, shoot. They played those songs? We'll discuss this further,
Yes.
won't we?
Yes, I'm taking detailed notes
Good girl.
Good,
I missed those two.
because
We'll
I
go
was
through
highly entertained.
Well, we don't need to be prudish,
Maybe,
but on the other
maybe we can
hand.
have. a
if
write-up
there are
for-
6-year-olds and 7-year-olds
So
that
that
start
we can- so
singing,
we
I'm
can all
keeping my pants
remember
on.
that.
So that we
Yes.
can make our own notes on that.
That doesn't sound like, what did you think of them? No?
Let's,
Wolf
let's
Wolf
hold,
Meow?
well, let's hold.
I
on.
think
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Because time.
it's also the name.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish they could have that.
I have Kate down made a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, I made a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
They did that from the speech.
All in favor of adjourning?
Oh, yes.
Aye.
Aye. 412.
Thanks, Debbie.
Well, there it is.
No, I have to do it this time.
Yeah,
Who said that?
Him, he's got a soprano voice.
I don't think so.
Did we